You're watching Morning Mix. National Wear Red Day is an annual event held on the first Friday of February to raise awareness about cardiovascular disease, particularly in women. And today is that day. Part of the Go Red for Women campaign, this day aims to educate and empower women and all people overall to take charge of their heart health.
So break out your red clothing for today. Joining us this morning on Morning Mix is Executive Director of the Augusta chapter of the American Heart Association, Ansley Howes, with more on what's happening for American Heart Month. Good morning.
Good morning.
So give us a brief history on the American Heart Association and what it does.
Absolutely. So the American Heart Association was founded by 6 cardiologists 100 years ago. So we just celebrated our centennial, and it has been incredible over the past 100 years. We have been able to fund research, a lot of that right here in the Augusta area, that just is creating all sorts of things, from clot busting stents to being able to just treat and care patients better here in our local area, but throughout the country and beyond. So we really have been able to make a lot of progress in those 100 years, but there's so much more to still be done.
So of all months, why would February be considered American Heart Month?
Yeah, so February is Heart Month just because it is a month to be able to come back and celebrate. Our founding was in June, but we celebrate it in February every month, both for Heart Month itself, but also for Wear Red Day, like today, to celebrate women's health.
Now, of course, National Wear Red Day is today. What was the basis for this day of recognition?
Absolutely. So it's really about coming together and making a bold statement. Women have the #1 risk for cardiovascular disease. That's the #1 killer, and stroke is the #3 for women. But we know only about 44% of women realize that those are the statistics. And our health is able to be really dictated by our choices when it comes to our lifestyle choices, how we're eating healthy, how we're getting exercise. And so this is about educating people. It's about making a bold statement, making a statement that we need to have research, have women in it. They have been well underrepresented in that research for years and years. So it's just about the awareness piece and the education piece.
All right, so for today, and honestly for the rest of the month, you can do this too. How can people participate and recognize this day?
Absolutely. So they can put on their red today. They can go on wearredday.org and participate in that. They can register for the Heart Walk here in the CSRA, which is coming up on March 28th at csraheartwalk.org. And so, you know, the big piece of this is it's not just one day. It's being able to celebrate it today, but it's living it year long. So getting involved locally, making healthier lifestyle choices are important. And then just knowing that it's important to advocate for ourselves, both as women, but also the whole community, to learn about what cardiovascular disease is and how to prevent it and make those lifestyle choices all year long.
Now, this American Heart Month, the theme is your child is your whole heart. And that's the theme for this year. It's important to remember that children are affected by this disease as well, right?
Absolutely. So really just thinking about all the family. A lot of times women are the caretakers for the family. And so really thinking about both not only their health, but taking care of yourself as potentially a mother, a sister, a friend, a spouse. So really we know that children are a lot of the focus of families and young families especially. And so it's really thinking about the full family and how we're advocating for health for everyone.
Now, in addition to this being Go Wear Red Day, tonight there's also a big event for the Heart Association, too, the annual CSRA Heart Ball. Tell us about that, and are tickets still available?
So tickets are no longer available today, but we have a big crowd coming out for the CSRA Heart Ball. We're thrilled about that. It'll be at the Augusta Marriott, and a lot of fun coming together for a silent auction, a live auction, dinner, dancing, etc. So it'll be a good event. People can still support online, though, if they'd like to give back to the cause that really, like I said, funds a lot of research here, a lot of great community impact programs, too.
Now, how can people get involved with the local Heart Association chapter here?
Absolutely. So people can check out those 2 websites, so csraheartwalk.org and then heart.org/CSRA Heart Ball to get more involved. There is contact information on that, ability to kind of plug into our events, whether as a volunteer or as an attendee, and definitely get those walking shoes on for Heart Walk coming up too.
Last question. How much red do you have in your closet?
A lot,
Okay.
Yes, a lot of red in my closet.
All right, definitely. Go Wear Red Day today. And again, check out those sites and get more information on what's happening with the American Heart Association. Ansley, it's a pleasure to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Great to see you too. Thank you.
Stick around.